Well, thank you, Larry, and now for the news. On February 5, Todd Bentley was publicly rebuked from church leaders who were in the crowd during a Morning Star service featuring the speaker. Todd Bentley had been returning to minister after being forced to step down from the fake land, the Lakeland revival in Florida. After Todd was having some personal crisis, aka committed adultery on his wife Shauna Bentley for the much younger and prettier upgrade, Jessa Hasbrook. Immediately after Lakeland, showing how truly sorry he was that his marriage to Shauna didn't work out, Todd went to Hawaii with Jessa, then moved to Reno, Nevada, to get as quick a divorce as possible, 6 weeks residency, instead of waiting over a year in Canada to marry Jessa, leaving behind 3 children and his disabled former wife. Some have wondered if Todd has ever read 1 Timothy 5 verse 8. If anyone does not take care of his own relatives, especially his immediate family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Or Matthew 19 verse 9. And I say to you, whoever divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, and marries commits adultery. It's been little over a year since Bentley stepped off the stage. But now, thanks to Rick Joyner, who has been overseeing Bentley's so-called restoration process, Todd Bentley is back in the cage, back on the stage. To kick old ladies in the face, slamming and leg-dropping pastors, to knocking the teeth out of whoever isn't looking at the time. So bring your gloves to the meetings, because it's on. Some can't help but wonder if Rick Joyner has ever read 1 Timothy 3 verse 2. Therefore an overseer must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, sober-minded, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, or 1 Timothy 3 verse 12. Let deacons each be the husband of one wife, managing their children and their own household well. Or 1 Timothy 3 verse 5. For if a man does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church? With that all being said, it's no wonder Todd had a rebuke coming. I think Rick Joyner should be next in line, and anyone who allows this man to disrespect God's name any further. For the followers of this man will also be judged for this folly. 2 Timothy 4 verse 3. For the time is coming, when people will not endure sound teaching, but having itching ears they will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions, and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander off into myths. But Charles Haddon Spurgeon said it best. I hold very stern opinions with regard to Christian men who have fallen into gross sin. I rejoice that they may be truly converted, and may be with mingled hope and caution received into the church, but I gravely question, whether a man who has grossly sinned should be very readily restored to the pulpit, when a preacher of righteousness has stood in the way of sinners. He should never again open his lips in the great congregation until his repentance is as notorious as his sin. Well, that is it for the news. Goodbye.